All right, all right, all right. Let me just make sure people are here and we are ready to go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Here we go. Do that. We'll go live. And we are hungry. I'm very hungry actually. I am starving and I need a meal of some sort. I probably should have made something for myself as I was making Erica something, but you know, we live and we learn. And then we learn again. All right, we'll wait for some people to get in here and then we'll dive into some content. What's going on in the world today? Are you going to buy some Zen crypto? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I think looking into what I looked into, I think there was definitely some interest there. I'm trying to remember because I know I reviewed a bunch of things, but I'm probably not going to buy it right now. Look into it a little bit more. I don't know how the video did over on the NFA channel. I wanted to see what the popularity is, and typically when you see the popularity, you'll be able to understand where it's going to go. Um, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of question marks with it, but all in all, I mean, it's surprising to see that much on the DEX side. So yeah, I mean, I'm not buying anything right now, so no, just for the fact that I'm not buying anything, but it's not because it doesn't look like it's a good project or it doesn't have potential or anything like that. It does. Uh, hey, Kappa. Hopefully, I'm saying that name right over on Twitch. And Somali Crypto. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, DJ Trev. Hi from AMC Ape. Yeah, I mean, AMC, man. I know we're not really talking about stocks here, but I mean, why not? You know, AMC, I haven't actually paid attention to it in the last maybe week or so. Um, Definitely the week before, but in the last week I haven't really paid attention to it too much. But still holding strong, still believe in that position. It just really does suck, you know, that you see the combination of people, you know, not believing in the markets, and then also, um, you know, just overall shorting of the position and how that has grown, which you didn't think it would. You know, seeing 25%, you know, short interest, or 24 or 20+% short interest. I don't know where it is right now, but what the heck happened with crypto? Well, from what I see, there's some news going around about Coinbase quitting the U.S., quitting the U.S. market, and I don't know if that's really the case because I don't know if that's really the reason why we're seeing it drop. But I am seeing a lot of articles on the fact that institutions are going to flock to Ethereum rather than Bitcoin, and I was like, that's bullish on the market. I don't know why that would be bearish and why we're seeing the overall market fall down so much. And honestly, I can't understand why. Do we have? Um, Let me see if we have. When's the next Fed meeting for interest rates? Uh, it's coming up soon, right? Fed funds rate. Da, 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 da. When are we getting this? Today? No, no, not today. Is it today? No, interest rate projection. That's not today. It's when is the next one? It's not coming up. Right, I don't see it on my chart here. March 21st is go back here. What's today's month? April. Coinbase is coming to Switzerland, guys. I mean, you might not be wrong by saying that. It's May 3rd is the next Fed meeting. Okay, then we're far off from that, and it can't be that. One second. I guess they have the schedule here. The schedule for Fed's meetings. I probably should save it. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, May 3rd. Yeah, you're right. May 3rd is the next Fed meeting. Then you have June 14th and July 26th. Why did they skip April? I mean, technically they're not skipping April, but they sort of are. Let's see. I still think LUNC will reach 1 cent. 1 cent is not unreachable for Terra Luna Classic. I think with a full bull run, yeah, I can expect it to grow at a massive rate. Now, will it physically reach 1 penny with just the bull market? There's a little thing that I like to look at when you see certain levels, right? When you see certain levels that everybody's projecting to get to, right? A penny, 10 cents, a dollar, all of those. People will sell off beforehand because they realize that that is the peak point for whatever the supply is, and or whatever that project is, because that's what everybody's talking about. Now, the peak point, the ultimate peak point would be, looking at a dollar, where people are like, oh, this can get to, well, technically the ultimate peak point should be all-time high, but the one that we're looking at is a dollar, right? We get up to a dollar, we have less supply, obviously, and see people make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever. But when it comes to the peak point that we have right now, so this smaller peak point, shorter term peak point, without factoring in any burns, we would look at a penny. So seeing that at a level of 80% of a penny or 75% of a penny or whatever, I'm sure you would have a lot of people that decide to pull out their position, all of it, maybe some of it. And I understand that. So you'll see people that are selling off before that. And hopefully, as you see people selling off, we have a major effect of the overall supply and burn off a lot of the supply with those sell-offs that are happening. Because I plan on selling some at some of these levels, especially around a penny. But I do plan on holding on to a lot of it in order to let it run. So I haven't gone through my exit plan in a while, and maybe I'll look at that and see if there's any changes that I should make. But right now, I think it's still the same. I expect things going up after Gary's fumbling in the hearing. Jasmine Coin, I like Jasmine Coin. I've made a couple of videos about it. What about LUNC, Matt? What about LUNC? Like, where do you think it's going? Where do I think that Terra Luna Classic is going? I mean, I'm still very bullish on Terra Luna Classic. I understand that has the majority of the support there. We're seeing this thing really fall, right? This chart looks, I mean, it's not crazy, but it looks ugly, right? Where it's like, oh, it's consolidating, 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 and then boom, gets hit hard all the way down to 1172. Now it's up to, basically almost at 12s again. So it just looks worse because the chart is so spread out over smaller, numbers. So that looks pretty bad there. But either way, I see a lot of potential in Terra Luna Classic, not just from the use case side of it, because you look at the DEX and the last year that we've been pushing this like massive use case behind this position. Or multiple massive use cases or multiple I guess ways to use it. there's a lot of people that are pushing that, and the DEX volume will skyrocket, and we're not really seeing that. DEX volume is at $100,000 versus $40+ million in CEX volume. So we will see. Coinbase leaving the US is only going to benefit CRO. They can become the top exchange in the US. Absolutely. Even though they're I think you still have Kraken, right? Isn't that that's an actual US based company. Crypto.com is not based in the US. Like they're not based in the US. I believe their headquarters is somewhere else. I don't know where, but I don't think it's a US. Like right now they still don't even have a US even though it seems like it's a US company. They still don't even have they still don't even have people like me on their exchange platform. And there's some people that have access to the exchange, but I don't. And a lot of people don't as well. So I don't believe it's a US based company. Coinbase isn't leaving the US. I mean, it's not. I mean, yes, it could be FUD that's going around, but this is the article that I came up with. I've seen multiple articles on it, but Coinbase could quit the US, and maybe I don't see Investopedia as something that's really a political driver in any way, right? Whether it's left, right, it doesn't really matter. I don't see them as that. I see them as giving information typically. Now, I don't know how things have changed since I, did a lot of research with Investopedia and all that stuff. But yeah, they're talking about how Coinbase, the largest U.S. Company by trading volume, could leave the U.S. if regulators don't clarify their approach to cryptocurrency, CEO Brian Armstrong says. Now, this is big news. Now, it is speculation, rumors, all of that, but you still have the CEO that's coming out and saying, look, we'll just leave if that's the case. Like, we don't understand what you're doing, but you're not clarifying anything. And if you're not clarifying anything, then we're not going to be here. And I think that's what they want, right? They don't have a true case on it. What they want to do is just prolong the inevitable, which is crypto taking over, and, kind of leave the US behind. And the US is going to be, behind the eight ball here when it comes to the world currency, and the strongest world currency being cryptocurrency. I don't know which one, but maybe it's all of them. I don't know. But crypto in general, this digital era, we will take over. And you'll see less people using the actual fiat currency. So I don't know. What the fuck, Matt? Are you digging for views? These kinds of actions from you will cause many to unfollow you. I mean, if you want to unfollow me, then you can unfollow me. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and change what I see here. If I'm seeing something like this, and you feel like that I'm better than this, and you have your opinion, you can have your opinion. But if you want to unfollow me, then unfollow me. If you want to be, if you don't want to be a member, then don't be a member. But if I see something and I want to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. So I don't care who is out there and who's behind the screen on the other side. If I want to talk about something, I'm going to talk about it. So I'm sorry if you feel some type of way about me talking about the fact that I see an article talking about how Coinbase could leave the US as it comes from the mouth of the CEO. I'm sorry if that's the case. So I don't know what you want me to do here. You think that it's all about has to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. It does not have to be about that. If there's negative news, if there's something that could happen, I want to be there to talk about it. So thank you for saying that you appreciate all my videos. Coinbase will never leave the US. You cannot say never. You cannot say never. There's people that said that FTX will be the best platform in the world. FTX will take over and never collapse and all of this stuff. And look, boom, FTX, worst thing that you could possibly have for the market. So it's not about whether somebody will never do it, but if they're going to sit here and force their hand, why would they choose to stay here if they're going to be sued left and right, if they're going to be in court left and right? It makes sense as a company. You're not going to be part of that. You're just going to leave. I follow you. Don't worry about him. Go back to your crypto news. Well, thank you. Find another source. There's 17 other sources that are out there. I picked the one that was less biased. I picked Investopedia. There were ones that were literally based off of whether it was a Republican side or politically driven, both sides, bipartisan. I just picked one that's not politically driven. That's what I did. And if I go to all of these other ones, it's always like it's worse. It's like crypto did this, or Coinbase is about to leave the U.S. Everything's going to collapse. Get out of crypto now. Like that's the type of stuff that we end up seeing on other places. So I picked one that's not politically driven. Matt, is Gary Gensler? Coinbase is based in Hong Kong. What? Oh, you mean crypto.com is based in Hong Kong. Coinbase is based in the U.S. I don't know where, but it is. It's the only publicly traded crypto exchange, which it says a lot that they're going to come after Coinbase like that as a publicly traded crypto exchange with all their information that's out there. Are we still bullish with Jasmine Coin? Yeah, absolutely. I just made a video yesterday. If Coinbase leaves, what happens to my account? That's a good question. I don't know. Your account still probably will exist, but they'll give you a time frame on if they're going to. So there's different ways of leaving, right? They can leave and still have, U.S. customers. It's just going to be to the point where they are limited in crypto that they can sell. Then they can also leave and not be a part of the U.S. market at all, which I think wouldn't be the smartest thing in the world. To where people would be given a time frame on when they have to, pull their assets out of their account. And that's, I don't know which way they would go. But my thought would be that they would leave the US and focus on markets, like other countries' markets, and then probably just limit the amount of cryptocurrencies that you can buy for the US, which would suck. Absolutely suck. And I think they would probably limit it to some of the bigger players. And then if they end up getting, some sort of pushback on that as well, then they just keep limiting the amount of crypto, which is what the SEC, which is what the government wants. So speaking at an event in London, he said he was frustrated by the lack of clear rules for crypto industry in the U.S., where different regulators have conflicting views on how to classify and regulate digital assets. He said that he would prefer to operate in a jurisdiction where there's only one regulator with a consistent approach, such as the UK. I think if a number of years ago, by where we don't see regulatory clarity emerge in the U.S., we may have to consider investing more in other regions of the world, said Armstrong. So this is not technically telling, this is exactly what I said. So it's not telling you that they're officially leaving the U.S., but more about investing more into other markets, and then probably dialing it back on the US side. So not fully leaving or officially leaving, but anytime you see a new cryptocurrency come on, it may not come to the US market. It may have to go through a bunch of hoops and loops and tunnels and everything in order to get on the US market. And obviously that's not what we want. I don't want that. No other person wants that. So yeah, they would lose money and go bankrupt if it never happened. It will never happen. Why would they lose money and go bankrupt? You realize that we don't have the most people. We don't have the most people compared to all other countries. Like we have 300 plus million people closer to 400 plus, right? Four or not 400 plus, closer to 400 million. It's like 370 or 360 or something million people in our country, right? So you look everywhere else, there's 7 billion people in the world. So I'm sure you're going to find other countries that can adopt crypto a little bit more, and I'm sure they already do. That's why you see, only a few U.S. companies, U.S. crypto exchanges, but you see a wide variety of other countries' crypto exchanges. Coinbase is not set up to go global yet. Um, yeah, you're probably right that they were putting all of their eggs into the U.S. basket, especially the fact that they are a publicly traded company. That's what doesn't make sense to me. They are a publicly traded company. They have all of their information out there. Their financials are out there, everything. And then they're still being attacked there because they're a crypto company. It's not about whether they are a U.S. company. It's the fact that they are a crypto exchange, and the government doesn't like crypto exchanges. Even though Armstrong said he will go to war with SEC, but I guess he can do that from another country. I don't know how much he can do it from another country. I mean, once you leave, if he's trying to create revenue in order to have it to fight the U.S. market or the U.S. side of things, then I understand that, and maybe that's the case. But the best way to fight it is doing what Ripple is doing, where they're consistently fighting it. They're constantly fighting it, and they have, the luxury of having multiple millions of dollars to really fight this, and it's not going to be something that's easy for the SEC to do, right? And the more that people are investing into their projects, the more that people are being holders of things like XRP. I feel as though you're seeing the support and people that believe in what XRP is, what crypto stands for versus what the SEC wants to do. So, yeah, I sort of agree. I hate Coinbase. I bought stock at 333, and that's the only reason. Did you held it that long? So yeah, I bought at the day of the IPO. It went up to like $400+. I ended up making like $75 from it, but then I reinvested and lost like $100. So I'm down like $25 on it because I decided to reinvest. As it went down to like $300, that's where I invested at, and then I lost money on that, thinking that it would go from 300 back to 360 or back to 400 or something like that, but it didn't. And I'm glad that I had a stop loss on that one because it was a quick trade. And when I did go through my stop loss, I only lost $25 out of it. But yeah. I lost $100 out of it. So ultimately I lost $25 out of it. When Zelda 2.0 launch? That's a good question. I haven't spoken to them in about 2.5 weeks. The last I heard is that they are trying to launch in a little bit of a better market. It's not confirmed that it's a bullish market, and they're trying to launch in a little bit of a better market where people are buying a little bit more. But I haven't heard much about it. It's just been, a couple of conversations here and there, and they said that they're sort of ready, right? It's not that like they're taking a crazy amount of time to make sure that this is absolutely ready. I believe they already did that, and they took a ton of time there to do that. But right now, it's all about timing, because the last time that they did that with bad timing, with Zeldaverse, it didn't go as planned because nobody was buying at that time, and the people that were buying in the beginning, it was exciting to see the push and movement, but then no money flowing through it, and 2 projects there. You have to maintain those and have the revenue in order to maintain those projects, which is very difficult. But I'm not 100% sure where Zelda 2.0 is exactly. I want to know that because I do have like 600 or 700,000 Zelda tokens on the Binance side. So if they're launching on the ETH side, I want to make sure that um, we're seeing that launch happen. It's a good question though. More FUD to get people to sell. I mean, it could be the case. No, FTX is making a comeback. Just watch. I mean, if they make, I'm not saying that they're not, right? If they find a way to make a comeback, and gain people's trust, that's what hurts. You gain people's trust after what happened. I don't know if you could ever do that. I mean, right now, people are not trusting other exchanges because of what FTX has done. So, and has created a whole new, dynamic when it comes to, reviewing exchanges and understanding if they are a legit exchange, and making people show their reserves, and having that to the public is like the standard now. And that's all because of what happened with FTX. Have you heard about Big Eyes coin? Do you think it's a scam? I've heard a little bit about it. I've heard that, there've been a couple of articles about it saying, hey, people are selling this and buying this. And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But I don't hear enough about it to make it seem like it has the popularity. You know what I mean? What do you think the next crypto to make millionaires? Well, it all depends, right? It all depends on how much you're investing into it. A lot of people are investing into Ethereum, and if they're investing into Ethereum, people can become millionaires from that. But is it the next one to create millionaires? Probably not. There are others that are just getting started, right? And if they're just getting started and somehow go to millions of dollars in market cap, somebody's becoming a millionaire in there, right? Somebody that's holding a decent amount of that token or coin is becoming a millionaire. So it's so tough to say what's the next one, because there are many options that will gain you 10s or 20x returns, maybe even 100x returns. But does that mean that you're becoming a millionaire if you have a 100x return? If you only invest $1,000, 100x return is $100,000. But people are wondering what's going to be the next play to, I guess you're wondering what's going to be the next play to make you $1 million off of what type of an investment, right? If you're investing $100,000, all you need is a 10x. $1,000, you need way more than that, right? You need a 1,000x. If you have $10,000, you only need 100x. So it really all depends on what you're investing, how much you're investing, then you can go from there. But there's a lot of plays that can give you a massive amount of potential. I think that a lot of the plays that I have will not only, a couple of the plays that I have will make millionaires, but a few of the plays that I have may only give you a 10x or 20x return, may only give you a 5x return. And I know people are looking for those at least like 3x returns from crypto, because crypto gives you a bigger return than the stock market does. It's just been proven that it does that. FTX has a new CEO and are talking about relaunching Q2 2024. That's what I'm saying. If they have any type of a comeback, I would be shocked, right? If you can gain the trust of investors, which is the main thing that needs to happen. If you can gain the trust of the investors, then I will applaud you. Will I join FTX? No. But if you can gain the trust of a lot of investors again, and not do it by pushing, oh, you're going to gain 20% or 30% from this APY down their throat, which they're probably not going to believe either way. There may be some people that are like, oh, I trust it. And then you're going to see, people that get a paycheck from it and everything. And I don't know if I'll get a paycheck from it, but I probably won't push anything like that, seeing how or what happened the last time. Matt, not with me. I didn't push FTX, but what happened with other people. Matt, I would love to sit with you and just talk crypto and family over a few beers. Not Bud Light though. I'm not a Bud Light drinker. My Some of my family makes fun of me for that because I'm always drinking these like IPAs and stuff like that, and they're like, "Why do you drink these IPAs? Why don't you just drink like a Bud Light or like something?" And I'm like, "That's just it's like I don't even know what to explain it. Like it's like drinking after you drink a lot of these like craft beers. Um, it's it's like you're drinking like dirty dishwater when you no offense to people that drink Bud Light and all that. Like I'll drink it. If I'm out and I feel like that's the only like option that's there, then yeah, I'll either drink that or just water. But um, it compared to a craft beer, yeah, I just can't do it. I follow Matthew's thoughts, holding 100K Jasmy. See, I like Jasmy. I don't know if I want to get to even more Jasmy. It depends what the price comes down to, and I don't even know where it's at right now. Because if it does, I would love to convert others into Jasmy. So Jasmy is down to 0.0064. Currently, my cost basis is 0.005, I believe. Let me go over to Coinbase really quick. My assets, which is currently at 26,680. My Jasmy coin, my cost basis is going to tell me this should be an accurate cost basis. It should be. Yeah, 0.0049 is what my cost basis is. So I really don't want to raise my cost basis right now. I want to, keep it where it is. So I'm not going to be buying any more, but I do have 206,000. I firmly believe that Jasmy coin could be massive, whether we're looking at the lockup that they have coming or whether we understand what the overall potential of the sector is. I mean, either way, I think it's huge. I do want to see this typical days of hold time go up. I want to see people that are holding it longer. Whether they offer staking or whatever, but I want to see people holding it longer, which creates, more of a price rise, more of a market cap rise. I've been tracking Solana and Coin Codex predictions for last year, and I have serious hope for Sol's upcoming opportunity. Codex thinks it will drop to $7 in July and then 55-ish in February 2024. I mean, that will be great for a lot of people. I don't want to see that because I don't want to see anything drop to lower prices. I want to see them skyrocket, especially since I am holding and I don't plan on buying more right now. I think we need to ask a question: can cryptocurrency succeed without the U.S.? If so, it may come a time where you may have to self custody and move abroad to cash out your cryptocurrency. Um, yes and no. I think the issue that we have here is more about whether we will be able to off ramp or on ramp on some of these wallets. Eventually, we will get to that point, and it's not going to be something to where they are crypto exchanges. They are wallets where you house your crypto. If it is illegal to hold crypto, then that's the case where you would have to go abroad in order to cash out your crypto or do whatever. But if you do have decentralized platforms to buy cryptocurrency, to hold cryptocurrency, to have ledgers to hold cryptocurrency, then I mean, it's not an exchange. It's not something where you're exchanging crypto for, I mean, you can technically, but it's more about you buying it, you holding it, and you letting it go when you believe that the market is, it's at a certain price. So as long as these wallets, like a MetaMask or like a Trust wallet or something, Station wallet, whatever, has an on ramp or an off ramp, then you're set up for success in trading cryptocurrency. So I don't think it could be to the point where can the US succeed without crypto? I think there will always be crypto here unless they make it illegal, right? They're not making it illegal. They're just trying to push all these companies out. Matt is bougie with his IPAs and his golf channel. IPAs are not expensive, I don't think. But no, I'm not bougie with my IPAs. What, you don't drink like different IPAs? If somebody offers you like a dogfish head or not the actual dogfish head, but you know what I mean. If somebody offers you that beer or offers you a Trogs beer or something, right? Um, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't be happy that you have that, depending how hoppy it is. Some people don't like super hoppy beers, but I'm okay with anything. Yeah, I've actually become accustomed to some lagers as well, which I'm not. I've never really been a fan of. I still really don't like Yingling, but you know, yeah, it always looks so great whenever you see like any type of UK movie, or like I was watching Kingsman, and their um, their beers just look so appetizing. But I know that it's kind of bitter. I don't really like that. Uh, Discounts and fudders who say it's only Lunic. Water, water, or water, water. That's how I say water, water. Um, Hey man, I wonder, would Luna Classic ever reach a uh, realistically to $20 per coin? I have 100K of them, and I did the math, and I can possibly live on a couple of million, right? um, so you have 100K Terra Luna Classic, um, and you're saying you can live on a couple of millions of dollars, saying like if it gets to $20 per coin or $10 per coin, you have $1 million, or $20 per coin, you have $2 million or something like that. That's going to be tough, right? If you're pushing for those high figures, right? There's so much room in between that I don't know that that will honestly happen for you. Not saying that it will not happen in general, even if it does, right? Let's say it's currently at a price. Terra Luna Classic is at a price of what, three zeros? Three zeros and a one. You know how much room there is in between where it is right now and all the way up to $20? Even if it does make that move up there, I guarantee that you're seeing the price increases and how long it takes to get there, and you end up selling. So, can it realistically get to $20? It can get to $20. Now, you need a lot of things to happen. And I would say that you probably have more of a reality around the pennies of ranges, right? 1, 2 cents, something like that, right? Where you're looking at a 60 billion or $100 billion market cap. Um, and when you get up into those ranges, you're looking at trillions of dollars in market cap. Literally $1 is 5.9 trillion. So multiplying that, you're looking at trillions of dollars of market caps. Now, if you can see a decrease, then it's a different story. Market cap really, doesn't matter there. You're going to see that consistently decrease in the overall supply, and the market cap is going to eventually get to that point. Um, but I would kind of push for the lower end of the spectrum here, the lower end of these price targets, which would be a penny, 2 pennies, and then when we start seeing more and more burning that's going through, now we can push for a lot more. But right now, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing the amount of burning that we want to see. So yeah, Richard, I'll be live later with Zardar. What time will you be live with Zardar? Oh, to be decided. You already asked that. Isn't Jasmine a Japanese token? Yes. $550 for what? Do you see a new upcoming project wanting to burn SHIB besides Shibarium devs? Do I see one? Not right now. A new project that's going to burn Shiba Inu? I don't think so. Not right now. Um, which is crazy because we've had all of this time. Like we've had 2 years where the community is creating all these different things to burn Shiba Inu, and maybe to create some sort of a use case for Shiba Inu. But we have all been um, depending on the devs to launch something fresh, something new that we would see that could burn, Shiba Inu. And every time we get to that point, we're always like, this is going to burn Shiba Inu, and then when it launches, no, it doesn't do anything for SHIB. We thought the game would be burning consistently. We haven't seen one damn burn from the game, and people have been playing it. Like I played it maybe like 20 times, and then I stopped playing it. I don't really play many games on my phone, so that's the issue there. I don't like to. Usually when I disconnect from the internet, like I disconnect from the internet. Like I'm not like active. I want to be a little bit more active to put more time into the Discord group. I put out that video yesterday talking about how I wanted to be more active in Discord, more active in Patreon. And if you guys want to reach out to me on Patreon, you guys can reach out to me, via private message. And I always respond to those private messages, as well as if you guys want to put something over on the Discord group. If you have a portfolio, you have something that you're invested into, something that you think is a good play, let me know all the different details. Let everybody else know in the chat all the different details. But right now we're starting fresh with this Discord. I did go out, and if anybody was a part of the Discord that's not a part of Patreon, there's a few people that I left in here, but I did clear house. I did take everybody out besides the moderators and besides a few other, active members. But we have a total of like 21 people in here instead of 200 people like we had before. And yeah, we're going to start from scratch, and have chats over here, have discussions. Maybe we'll do some some audio chats as well, and record those audio chats and just have a discussion over here. I would love to do a lot more over here and a lot more on my regular Patreon as well. So we're definitely going to take some time to do that. And the more that we do over here, I would say a little bit less that we do on the YouTube side of things, just because I don't have to care about the views over here. I don't have to care about a certain topic to talk about. Like we can talk about various projects, various stock market projects as well, stock market businesses and investments and all of that. So yeah, looking to take some more time here. If you guys want to sign up for Patreon, there is the $5 level, which is the Discord level. And if you guys want to join that, I will I want to do like live streams and stuff like that for just those members as well. So we'll see. We will see. But I want to take some more time into this because I feel like it's something that could be a lot better. Matt, sing happy birthday to DJ Trev. I'm not going to sing it because my voice is too amazing. So happy birthday, Trev. Happy birthday, DJ Trev. Hopefully you get a lot of super chats in your live stream or donations in your live streams. Always come to the show, show some love. This is how. Well, thank you for sending that super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing some love, showing some appreciation. It means the world. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. I'm gonna put out a poll here. Tired. Glad to see you, Matt. And as always, thank you for everything you do. For all of us. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I love the kind words. I love the appreciation because I appreciate you guys for being here. Which do you think will burn the coin faster, LUNC or SHIB? Probably Terra Luna Classic, just because the rate is a lot higher. The rate is closer to 1% for Terra Luna Classic. For Shiba Inu, we are barely at 0.01%. And how much we've burned? We've burned like 80 billion or a max of like 100 billion. And it's just not, it's not doing it. Because since you have like over 100 trillion, you have basically 600 trillion coins. That's a lot. I hate when people send super chats because so much of their kindness goes to YouTube. That's why I have an ETH donation wallet in my description. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go and send some, that's a good idea. Is always doing that. Either way, the government's going to take half, but yeah, I understand exactly what you're doing there. Has anybody sent anything to your wallet address? 0.2% is if you're trying to burn the supply. Yeah, I mean it's not right. I don't know about the way that you put it, but it's not right if you're trying to burn the entire supply. 0.2% doesn't work. 1% is great. I don't know why people are like, hey, 1% is too much. It's not. When you start to get to higher figures, yes, 1% can be quite extensive, but most likely those people that are investing that much money are looking to gain a ridiculous amount of money anyways. And knowing that you will do your part, and even if it does get to, let's say if you invest $1 million into it, yeah, 1% will be a decent amount of money. And then if you make $3 million from it, you're not going to be upset about that. Yes, some people will probably say, oh, I didn't want to give this much to this burn tax or whatever. And honestly, it's the best case scenario to be able to do that. I feel as though we should all, and I've said this before, we all need to give up something in order to gain the ultimate goal, which is to burn the supply. We all need to give up something. And you can't sit here and say, well, I'm not going to do it. If you're saying I'm not going to do it, there's other people that are saying I'm not going to do it. However, if there is a mandatory way to have everybody take the same action, there's no going around it, and yeah, we're all for it. But these damn CEXs don't want to implement this burn tax. And I understand why. You have to go through multiple hoops in order to even connect with them to get them to hear you out, and then you're left with, well, if others are going to do it, then I'll do it. But you can agree and say that you will do it. As everybody agrees, we all decide to launch the 1% tax and recover the chain. It's that simple. But these CEXs, this is why it kind of sucks to have so many markets. If you had a couple of markets like just Binance or just Binance and KuCoin, that would be fantastic. But you don't. You have so many other markets to where people can go to and get around the tax, decide to sell it or send it somewhere else. And then when they decide to sell it, you have the burn tax, or you have no burn tax in some of those platforms. And that's exactly what they would do. I'm 100% game for 20% reward in Terra Station. The 20% reward burn in Terra Station. We need to pitch in and do it. I agree. I'm right there. Hey, but Luna Classic could go back to all-time high like everything else, right? Why people are saying it can't go back there, like other coins go back to all-time highs. So the problem with that is the fact that when something is heavily diluted, let's say you have a position, right? A position that has 1 million coins. 1 million coins, and the all-time high was $10, right? That's $10 million market cap. You know that it can get back to that point. That is the highest point that it's been to a $10 million market cap. Well, now they end up diluting the position, and it now has 100 million coins. Or let's say it has 10 million coins, right? Instead of 1 million, it has 10 million coins. The highest price was $10, right? But the highest market cap was $10 million. Now, if you're looking at it and comparing it and saying, oh, it can get back to the highest price, you're ignoring one piece, which is the market cap. What's the highest value that people think that it's worth, which is the $10 million for a market cap. Well, now, since there's 10 million coins, you go to a $10 million market cap, it is at $1. Now, people are saying, hey, you know, we can get back to all-time highs. Yes, with a major bull run, all these other factors, yes, it can do that. But let's say that the max to get to was $10 million or $20 million, right? It's still never going to get back to the all-time high because the max that any cryptocurrency can get to is $20 million market cap. Not saying that this is true, but $20 million market cap. Well, you get to a $20 million market cap, you see the 10 million plus the bull run where it gets to a $20 million market cap. That's still only $2. So you're still not able to get back there. And that's what this heavy dilution is. Terra Luna Classic was at a supply of like 300, I think it was 300 million with the all-time high, 200 to 300 million, had a total supply that it could get to of a billion, but was at 300 million. And that's why you saw a high price of $120. However, as you see the price of USTC drop and this get heavily diluted for the fact that the algorithm was in place, you have 5.9 trillion coins now. Instead of looking at millions of coins that you had, you're skipping billions and you're up to trillions of coins. So now if you get back to a $40 billion market cap, it's going to be nowhere near that $120 price. It's going to be at a level of 0.00, maybe like 10% of a penny, maybe 20% of a penny, something like that. Probably 60% of a penny. But either way, all-time high is out of the question unless you burn down that supply to get it back to normal. So that's where we all stand with Terra Luna Classic. It's not saying it can't get back there ever. It's just saying with this supply, it's not feasible. Why doesn't my Terra station show up? I don't know. My back is still hurting. My shoulder blade. So bad. I really want to play golf. It feels great outside today. I hate when people send super chats because I read that already. Terra Luna Classic has really crashed low today. Do you think it will gain a zero? That's a good question. It could. I mean, it's down 6% and you're seeing it at even lower levels. It's very close to gaining a zero. I'm not going to say it's not, because it's very, very close to doing that. You know, it's super low. But it has been hovering around this 12 mark for quite some time. So we will see. We will have to see. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, I feel like there was another super chat. Did I miss one? Oh no. Richie's Plain Talk gave me a super chat. I appreciate that. I didn't really lose connection. Okay. YouTube must drink Bud Light. What does that mean? I don't get why they don't make a game using LUNC as in gaming currency and burn coins like that. So it's tough, right? In order to make a game that people would want to play, it has to be like a major company that's making a game. It has to be something that's probably partnering with other businesses, like a Disney game or a Marvel game or something, right? A shooter game that's like maybe Call of Duty, if they started taking a certain portion and going towards cryptocurrency or using cryptocurrency in general in order to buy these things, to where you are linking a wallet within your Xbox or something, or a PlayStation. That would be amazing. And that would be kind of a Xbox partnership with certain wallets, or an Xbox partnership or a PlayStation partnership, instead of individual games, right? Everything that you're buying online on Xbox would be utilizing XRP or Terra Luna Classic or something. And if that's the case, like, this could absolutely skyrocket anything. That's the thing that's like, we don't know, right? We don't know what's going to happen. What if that does happen, to where Xbox or PlayStation partners with XRP? Now XRP, you're literally buying XRP and using XRP in order to buy a game or something, or Gala or whatever. That could literally change everything. And now XRP or Gala or whatever is being used has a massive use case, to where you're utilizing or holding cryptocurrency in order to buy other things in the future, right? And the more that you game, the more that you would earn there. So if you're gaming a lot on your Xbox, you're earning a lot of cryptocurrency. Whether it's basically like mining it in a way, um, and essentially that will still have a ton of energy consumption in order to mine cryptocurrency. But you're gaming in order to mine, or gaming in order to earn. Same thing. It could be a situation that happens that way. I don't know. But it all depends on what the partnership looks like and if it ends up being enticing for Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. And that could be huge. Absolutely huge. What? Why would Coinbase be leaving the US for? So I did go into detail here about Coinbase leaving the US. So basically, they're saying about the regulation, and they have different regulators coming out with different things. They don't have any clarity on um, what is defined as a. Oh, I mean, they have the definition of what is a unregistered security, but in so many different forms, are always pulling out something to say that, well, this is this and this is that. Just make it very clear so you can follow the law, and then you go on about your day being a cryptocurrency exchange in the US. But it seems like they're just trying to bring up stuff and more things, and it's just not clear. So basically, the CEO, Brian Armstrong, said, I think a number of years, I think if a number of years go by where we don't see regulatory clarity emerge in the US, we may have to consider investing more in other regions of the world. Now, that's big, right? That's really, really big because I explained this in the past, or in the beginning of the stream. It's really big because if they're investing more into other countries and less into the US, it doesn't mean that they leave the US, but it does mean that they don't have newer cryptocurrencies, or they limit the amount of cryptocurrencies that you're able to buy in the US on Coinbase, or they leave altogether. Armstrong added that he still sees the US as an important crypto market, but if the situation does not improve in the next few years, he would be open to relocating the company. Anything is on the table, including relocating or whatever is necessary, he said. So, relocating doesn't mean that it's completely, you're not going to be able to buy cryptocurrency. It's just going to probably have a limited amount. I promise I'm not even going to think about it later on today. Doesn't bother me. I don't know what we're talking about. Are you excited for Luna T ETH launch when it happens? Some great plans in the roadmap there. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. Whenever it does launch, I'm very excited because one, because I've invested ETH in there, and um, investing that ETH and how it has grown to a value of 1,000 or $2,100 per ETH, and investing 2 ETH in there, it's worth about 4,200 instead of the 3,000 plus dollars that I've invested into it. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what it's going to be worth, as well as what they're going to do with it. Now, I'm a big fan of getting on exchanges and increasing the CEX volume as much as possible, but I understand how that limits what they can gain in taxes by seeing more of the CEX side versus DEX side. You just need popularity, and the DEX side will grow as more use cases are growing, but you need to adhere to whatever the market or wherever the buyers are, which is on the CEX side. So I want to see that happen, and CEX, or exchanges, launch Luna T. And then you'll see massive growth from there. And I'm excited to see what it can be and what it will be. More than a $1 million market cap, hopefully up to a $20 million market cap, $30 million market cap, $50 million market cap. I'm excited about that. The quality of this video is terrible on my end. I would apologize, but it's not me. Did you click the little it might be your YouTube. So if you go into the little like gear that looks like a settings thing, um, click that and then go to quality and change it to 1080p or 720 or whatever. You can do that. On a lot of the videos, it goes with however your internet is running at the time. So a lot of times I'll have to change mine to like 4K or whatever in order to watch my golf videos, which are in 4K. Um, I used to do these videos, my regular videos in 4K, but it took a long time to basically transfer that when I'm not even editing it. It doesn't make sense. So eventually we'll do some stuff like that again. But it all depends. All right, guys, we got about 8 minutes on this live stream. I appreciate you guys being here. My video peaches, bro. Your video is peaches. Like it looks good. Is that what you're saying? Um, can't argue with that. Vulcan blockchain guys, don't sleep on it. Getting in early, tier one, passive income. Hey, I also invested 1 million in Floki. What do you think of the potential of this coin, Floki? So I have Floki as well. I have a little bit of Floki. I invested a little bit higher of a price as you got news of like burning and stuff like that. Um, I had a little bit invested in there, but I haven't looked into it heavily. I just know that. Where am I going with this? Um, I just know that it has some potential because I know it moves with other dog coins and tokens. So yeah, I feel like it has some potential, but it's not something that's like, oh, it's a given that it's going to be a 100x position. I just know that it has some movement to it because of the fact that it's also a dog coin. Not logged in here. Do I have a password? Hopefully I do have a password. I don't know my password. Oh, I don't know my password. Let's see. See if that is it. Probably not. Wait, you know what? That's not it. How many times do I have until I can put in my password? Or until it locks? I don't think KuCoin has that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's funny. Why is this doing that? Stop changing it. Did I get in? Incorrect. Oh, this is going to be fun. How's everybody doing today, though? We got 210 people here. We got 131 likes. Ah, I got it. Two-factor authentication. I don't have that. All right, let me see my assets now. I got him. Um, let's go to main account. I have my Terra Luna Classic 4.5 or 5.4 million over in KuCoin. But then I also have my XRP, and then I have Floki. I have about 2.1 million Floki. Yeah, 2.1 million Floki at about $73, which it's down because I did invest like 90. So it's down a little bit. Um, yeah. You still hold an algo? Yeah, I'm still holding algo. Yeah, I still have Algorand. Let's go to my assets. I think it's like $1,000 worth or something. Yeah, about $933 worth over here. I have about 4,500 Algorand. I also have Tezos as well. We're not gaining any APY with Algo and Coinbase though anymore. So yeah, I still hold it though. What's the most exotic altcoin you own? Exotic altcoin. Um, exotic. I don't know what you mean by exotic at this point in cryptocurrency. Um, let's say polymath. I think polymath has a lot of potential that's just untapped potential. I can't wait to see this thing run to a way higher level, and be worth, way more than where it's at. I mean, with the amount of supply that's out there, exotic stripper coin. Isn't there a one for like it's like cummies or something? So yeah, that one's exotic. I don't have it though, but that one's exotic. Sorry, not on Coinbase. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really. Let me see. Let me look at some other platforms that I have. What other platforms do I have? I have crypto.com. No, not on crypto.com. Trust Wallet, maybe? I have some things over there. I have a thing called Tiki Token, which is dumb. Um, yeah, I have that, which is not, it's not something I would promote at all. I think I just bought it because I spent like a very, very low amount of money in order to get 10,000 to see what it would be, and could be, but it was nothing. And I believe it was supposed to pay you in Tiki Token as well. And I think it only gave me like 200 Tiki Token throughout the whole lifetime of holding it. So yeah, I don't think it's worth anything. I also have Safe Moon over there. I have about 4.2. And I have Iceberg. I don't know what that is, but I have Iceberg. Yeah. Yeah, I got that. Um, yeah, hit the like button on your way out if you haven't yet, or even better, as soon as you read this. That would be amazing. Any thoughts on Bone right now? I haven't looked at Bone in a little bit, but let's check what it's doing right now. I would imagine it's falling down just like everything else. Below $1. That might be an opportunity for a lot of people. Bone below $1 is a great, I think a great level to buy it at, depending on, how people see, Shibarium working out. And it could be something that you just take a little bit of a leap on. It doesn't mean that it's 100%, but it could be something that you take a little bit of a leap on, at this level below $1. And I mean, it could continue to drop lower, but it's definitely enticing at this level. Anyways, guys, it is about 9 o'clock. So, guys, if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, Satoshi is a flight risk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at Perry8K, follow me over there. Don't forget about my Patreon, which the link is in the description. If you want to become a Discord member, feel free to do that. Or Profit Hands level, or Expert Profit Hands level, feel free to check that out. We have 232 exclusive posts that are here. A lot of videos, a lot of writings, polls, all that stuff, images on what I buy. Some of them are more like, buy alerts or sell alerts or whatever, which are more time sensitive. Others are more educational, right? You can have crypto education. Why is liquidity important? You can have other crypto education, or, top AI coins within the market. So just various videos and images and stuff if you guys want to be a part of that. And you can be a part of the Discord group, which is going to be the newly revamped Discord group. We're going to continue to grow this, but put a lot more effort into it. So anyways, yeah, get over to the Discord if you guys want to, and hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in some other videos. See ya.